What's going on, everyone? I am just a typical, average American here today to react to something Donald Trump posted just the other day because apparently he's very, very upset about, hold on, about let me check my notes here. A bridge. He's upset. Canada is building a bridge. Okay. Like what? What is this? So Canada can't even build a bridge without Trump trying to start some kind of new international incident here? I don't know. Give me a break. This is so. You'll have to forgive me, if I sound a little annoyed, to be honest. It feels like every week Trump has some kind of new threat against somebody, whether it's Greenland or. I mean, particularly, it seems like he focuses on Canada with something yeah, he was trying to dictate what fighter jets Canada buys for your military and decide who you can do trade with. Oh, you can't trying to threaten Canada you can't do trade with China, but we can. Or he basically thinks he should be the prime minister of Canada, I guess. So yeah, you'll have to forgive me if I sound kind of tired of all this. I'm sure, if I'm sick of this, I can only imagine what Canadians think about this stuff. Sadly, I mean, maybe it feels like we're all kind of getting used to this. Okay, let's see what he posted this time. It's not a good thing. This should not be normal. This should not be normalized. It's sad that this is so frequent. We're okay, we were overdue for one of these. Let's check it out. But seriously, let's see what Donald Trump had to say, because this seems to be making some pretty big news. So let's take a look. So Donald Trump posted, it says, as everyone knows, the country of Canada has treated the United States very unfairly for decades. Yeah, Canada. Yeah. So unfair. What's your guys' problem? Jeez. Doing all this mutually beneficial trade with us for decades and helping us lay the foundation of the United States by doing commerce with us. And I don't know if Trump has ever articulated in a coherent manner what exactly he thinks Canada has been doing to the US for decades, other than being an extremely reliable trading partner as well as a military partner. Anyway, let's keep going. Now things are turning around for the USA. That, I gotta say, as an American, that annoys me to no end. Things are not turning around for the USA unless, turning around, and walking towards a dump, for lack of a better word. Not in a good way, because, if you think about it, for the last couple of decades, the United States has enjoyed a very prosperous time and a lot of economic benefits, and a lot of the world, relying on the US dollar, as a reserve currency, and we can print money and take out huge debt. And anyway, now that the trust in the US is gone because of crazy posts like this and other things, that's all going away. So I fail to see how things are turning around unless we are turning around and walking off a cliff, and fast. I guess we're jumping off a cliff. No time to waste here. But imagine, Canada is building a massive bridge between Ontario and Michigan. Okay, so this is the bridge. This is the crux of the issue, I guess. This is, I tried to look this up. It's like a bridge that's being built between Canada and the US. The Gordie Howe International Bridge, or I don't think it's done yet. but it's a big bridge connecting our border. Doesn't. What's the I can't wait to see what the problem could possibly be with that. Okay. Because surely we, for one thing, we definitely approved that. Something tells me, like, we're in on this. It's okay, it's between Ontario and Michigan. Canada owns both the Canada and US side. Is that true? I mean, maybe Canada operates both sides, or I don't know the details about this, but I'm going to assume that's true. In which case, okay, so what? Obviously, this is the kind of thing that the United States would have negotiated. So we approved this. So what? It's not, this shouldn't be, it's not like this is a surprise, especially if you're the president. Like, why are you just talking about this now? Shouldn't you have known this? Like, maybe that's asking too much. Anyway, and of course, Canada built it with virtually no US content. Not consent. You had our consent. Our You built it with no US content? What the heck does that mean? How could you... it's literally a bridge leading into the United States. How could you get more US content? It literally delivers people into the US. Where all the US content is. Am I missing something here? Maybe. I don't know. Sometimes it's like difficult to like make your brain like on the same wavelength as Trump. Like I don't know. I have no clue what he's getting at there. You guys built the bridge, no US content. It just leads into the US and then you have unlimited US content there, but what do I know? President Barack Hussein Obama, using his government name, of course, stupidly gave them a... Okay, first of all, no other world leader talks like this. Getting back to what I said at the beginning, how a lot of this stuff that Trump does has been kind of normalized, and that's kind of a tactic, I think, where he says and does outrageous things so that he can do slightly less outrageous things and no one will complain. Well, I'm complaining. I don't think the president, the representative of the United States, should be talking like this. I think it's embarrassing to us. Anyway, since we're cooking here, since we're you know what, we're here and we're criticizing this. Let's just put it all out there. I don't think he should be presenting himself like this. Anyway, Obama stupidly gave them a waiver so that they could get around the Buy American Act and not use any American products, including our steel. So he's literally talking about the content of the bridge. It's not good enough that there's now going to be a huge bridge between Canada and the US. If Canadians... Now, unfortunately, it's kind of bad timing because from a lot of the stats and data I've seen, Canadians don't want to travel here to the US, especially not right now. So this is going to be a very lonely bridge. They should just change the name to like the lonely whistling bridge or something, because no one's going to be on it, or maybe Americans. Anyway, the content of the bridge that he's mad about is it doesn't use American steel to make it. However, it does lead people to America, which is good for us, but I guess that's not good enough. Now, the Canadian government expects me, as President of the United States, to permit them to just take advantage of America. Yeah, guys, stop. What's your problem? Why are you always taking advantage of us? Jeez. Making agreements with us to build a bridge in good faith that leads both ways, bringing commerce to America. Stop taking advantage of us. Jeez. What the heck? So he will not permit you to take advantage of America. So he's mad that Obama allowed this bridge to be built in this manner, where it doesn't use enough American steel, and Canada operates both sides. Okay. I mean, I guess objectively speaking, it sounds like a pretty good deal for Canada, but that's just the way it goes. Sometimes America gets the good deal. Sometimes the other country gets the good deal. That is the way it goes. That is how the world does work that way. I know in Donald Trump's mind, if America like doesn't completely take advantage of the other person, it's a failure somehow. But what does the United States of America get? Absolutely nothing. Yeah, okay. Ontario won't even put US spirits, beverages, and other alcoholic products on their shelves. They are absolutely prohibited from doing so. And now, okay, but that's literally in response to the tariffs that Donald Trump put on Canada. So we're going back to Donald Trump thinks that we should be able to do whatever we want to Canada. And don't you guys dare retaliate. Don't you dare. Don't you dare do anything in response. You're not allowed to defend yourself or protest or anything. That's only we get to do that. That's what he thinks. Reading this, that's the conclusion I would draw. Um, but yeah, I heard that Ontario was like protesting American alcohol and stuff, and that's your right. As protesting is supposed to be like a very, very strong American value. So it's like, yeah, it's bad for us, but you should respect it, especially since we caused it. um, on top of everything else, Prime Minister Carney wants to make a deal with China. Oh yes, he's very mad at that, which will eat Canada alive. We'll just get the leftovers. I don't think so. What do you mean I don't think so? Why does he think he should get any say in this? Like, I did a video a little while back talking about this. There's literally video footage of Trump when they first told him, like, what do you think of Canada talking to China? And on film, he says, that's good. Good for them. I don't care. Like they should be doing that. Canada should be making trading partners and stuff that's good for them. Okay. And then like I think Mark Carney gave his like speech which kind of ripped on Trump a bit, and now Trump is infuriated. But it just goes to show you he's not being sincere in his like what he really thinks about this, his values on this. It's literally just because he's mad that he doesn't like Canada talking to China. And now China's going to eat Canada alive. Yeah. Okay. They're definitely not going to like it's I'd say hilarious, except this isn't funny. But America benefits so much from doing trade with China. Like getting lots of like batteries and electronics and all sorts of random stuff that we then sell again in the US. It's very good for our domestic economy, and the idea that that wouldn't be a benefit to Canada to do that is ludicrous. The first thing China will do is terminate all ice hockey. What? 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 Okay. What? The first thing China will do is terminate all ice hockey being played in Canada and permanently eliminate the Stanley Cup. He's trolling. He's literally trolling. Like, this makes you think. When he's sitting on the toilet typing up these things, he knows he's being a troll. I think. I think he knows. Like, yeah, China is going to terminate all hockey and can't. Okay. Man, watch out, Canada. The tariffs. Why did he say that? I don't know. I don't know what that's supposed to mean. The tariffs Canada charges us for our dairy products have, for many years, been unacceptable, putting our farmers at great financial risk. Um, I know Trump has been mad that Canada has a lot of dairy tariffs, dairy policies, so that it protects Canadian dairy farmers, so that Canadian dairy is sold in Canada and really prioritized, and that's literally what Trump wants to do for the US. Trump should be praising this policy if he has any consistency at all in what he thinks. This is just Canada wanting to promote the Canadian dairy in Canada by putting tariffs against the US. We put tariffs on Canada. Like, how can you be mad at this? I will not allow this bridge to open. Whoa. What? Wait, what? I will not allow this bridge to open unless the United States is fully compensated for everything we have given them? What the hell does that mean? Well, hold on a sec. Not even talking about what it means. The implications of this. We made a deal with Canada, or Obama did. But the United States, we made a deal with Canada years ago to make this bridge and to give Canada certain benefits. We can't just go back on that deal. You can't just go back on that. That people already don't trust the US anymore. People already don't believe in us. If we go back on our word about this bridge and the deals and the circumstances under which it was approved, that would be unforgivable. Outrageous. You can't do that. So, all joking aside, I really hope he isn't serious about trying to do that. Because that would be, your word is all you have. Be as mad as you want about this, but don't, try to disrupt the signed upon agreements of this. I don't like that at all. I don't like that at all. And also, importantly, Canada treats the U.S. with fairness and respect we deserve. Master troll. You almost have to applaud it. Master troll. Or gaslighting. You know that term? Gaslighting? When somebody when somebody does something to you really bad, but then they try to make you think that you did it. That you're the problem. And it's like, wait, no, you did it. America really betrayed Canada. And we have not. Trump has disrespected you. Trump has not been fair to you. And then he comes around and writes, Canada needs to treat the U.S. with fairness and respect. That is just trolling on the highest level. Except it's not funny. What does he mean the U.S. needs to be compensated? Is he serious? Is he actually serious that he's trying to go back on this bridge agreement until... What is fully compensated for what? What is that for what? I know he's always been mad that he thinks Canada has a trade surplus with us, or America imports more from Canada than Canada imports from us. And he views that as damage to us. He views that as bad. I don't know why. It's literally mutually beneficial, and if we buy a ton of stuff from Canada, it's not like we're just giving money to... We're getting stuff. When you buy stuff, you get stuff. I know that's a thing. We will start negotiations immediately. Oh, he's serious. He's actually serious about this. This is bad. I thought this was going to be mostly trolling, but this is bad. This is ruining America's reputation even more. I didn't think it was possible even more. But at least we've kept our word about a lot of stuff. But this, we're oh man. With all that we have given Canada, we should own perhaps at least 1/2 of this asset. Sure, in a perfect world, that would have been nice. But we elected Obama. He's our president. During that time, he signed a deal. What's done is done. Like, I never even heard about this when it was happening. No one really cared. Like, it was, yes, Canada got a great deal on the bridge. Sometimes that's what happens. Like, if you buy a house like 25 years ago and you sign your mortgage and you get a great rate and a great monthly payment, you got a great deal. And maybe you negotiated the price of the house down and you're in a great spot. That just means you're a good negotiator. You made a, like, it happened. Canada got a better deal out of this. It is what it is. What are we talking about here? Now we need one half of the bridge. The revenues generated because of the US market will be astronomical. Thank you for your attention. And there it is. That's really disturbing. I didn't know it was going to end like that. That really kind of pisses me off, like genuinely, because it just goes back to this idea that the United States is the only thing that matters. Like in Trump's mind, no one else should ever have any kind of success, or that's a slight against us. It's like no, and this is a bridge between Canada and the U.S. It's like a physical manifestation of our relationship. You know, it's funny that he's fighting over that in some ironic thing. I don't know. That's bad. This was an incoherent, sort of rambling mess. He's I understand now at least like what the crux of this is. He's mad that Canada got a good deal on a bridge being built between Ontario and Michigan. And he can't stand the fact that that happened. And he's willing to like go back on our word, our signed word on a deal over this. Like he's willing to go back on that. Like destroy any confidence anyone has in our word. Over this, I can't believe that. I didn't even think. I know Trump is capable of a lot of things, but I thought maybe that was one thing he would like. He would understand. Your word is all you have. Yeah, this is more disheartening than I realized. But there you go. I wanted to take a look at this because it was making big news, and I can see why. This is just another, yet another like example of just a crazy rhetoric and threats Trump has been making towards Canada and a long line of things. And yeah, now I'm up to speed. I don't like it, but I'm up to speed. So anyway, if you enjoyed this, feel free to give this video a like or leave a comment with your thoughts on Trump's post about the Gordie Howe International Bridge and this new drama. And that'd be interesting to hear about, especially if you're Canadian and your take on all this. That'd be cool to hear about. And if you're interested in more videos like this, me reacting to Canada and Canadian things that I've never seen before, feel free to subscribe. And until then, thanks for watching and see you next time.